What's going on, everybody? So pretty much this is going to be like a similar video to what I did for Blue Purple Croc, but this time it's going to be a little different because I'm going to be talking about another card that pretty much sucked when it came out all the way back in set 1, and that's going to be Red Green Luffy. And if any of you don't know, this is the worst Luffy leader card that has ever been released. But same thing with Blue Purple Croc, we're actually getting a lot of supernova type support that we're getting from Extra Booster Pack 1, and we're even getting stuff from set 7 already, as we're getting like some updates. I wouldn't say we got a lot for supernovas yet, but some of the leaks did say we're getting more supernova support in that set as well. Of course, we have stuff from set 6 as well coming from that, but I don't really know exactly how those will work out with Red Green Luffy. The only reason I'm kind of talking about this is because, again, just like Blue Purple Croc, I feel like Luffy, this one anyway, can rise up in the ranks in a certain type of way, not to be meta or anything, but just to have some spot on the tier list that isn't as bad. Pretty much, with all the support that's coming out, I feel like this card can be something, and it was an interesting card to begin with, but just like Blue Purple Croc, we didn't really have a lot that could really work well with it, especially since it costs so much just to use the ability just by itself. It already costs 4 Dawn. Yeah, you do get the plus 1,000, but like 4 Dawn is 4 Dawn. That's a lot. If you're not purple, then you're not getting a lot of Dawn ramp, and paying 4 just in general is just expensive. I mean, we are getting stuff now like the Cavendish, like in OP01 or the Extra Booster 1 that helps you restand on, and we have some stuff that can kind of help it in the aggressive department, like the Rush Zoros and all that, and we're getting the Kid and Killer Supernova card that's also red in Extra Booster 1 as well. So I'm not saying that this will be a crazy leader that'll pop out of nowhere. Maybe it will, who knows, but it's mostly because as I'm playing The Sims, sometimes I'll run into one occasionally, like more than I should have before. Like my very first video where I play a game on The Sim is actually me against a Red Green Luffy of all things. And seeing more pop up out of nowhere is just really interesting just to see, because it's a leader you don't really expect to see, like, ever played. And seeing more people play it and experiment with it is just really cool to see, because it could be a leader that has some potential. Again, with the stuff that's coming on Extra Booster 1, we don't know what's fully out yet for set 7. The only thing we know is of the leaders and one character card, which is one of the scientists, the satellites, I think they're called. So yeah, so just like the Blue Purple Croc, I'd say just like look out for things that could make this guy better, and buy some stuff, maybe some cheap stuff, of course, because you don't know if this card's ever going to become a thing, because that's just how power creeping works in card games. Like, you don't know what support's going to come out and everything that'll go with it. So just keep an eye out for things like your normal stuff, like the supernovas, of course. Obviously, like we can already say that maybe 5-drop Luffy from the starter deck might go up, because it's a good supernova card that actually works pretty good with the Red Green Luffy, because it's a 5-drop rush and it counts as a supernova, so you could just restand the rush Luffy and give it plus 1,000. So that's just like a minor example, right? So yeah, I mean, you pay 4, right? So Red Green Luffy, you pay 4. You set up to one of your supernovas or Straw Hats type characters with a cost 5 or less. It gains plus 1,000. So like, yeah, you're usually using it on like your Rush Zoros, or you're using it on maybe the new Kid and Killer card that's coming out. You can use this on the new Cavendish that's coming out. So we're just getting a lot of supernova support that's going to be red and hopefully green, so that it'll just be a whole supernova deck. So like, you're going to be running Jewelry Bonnies in Red Green Luffy. You're going to be running some laws in there, like the 5-drop law, so most likely that'll be in there. So like, again, the starter deck Luffy is like the Rush Luffy, the 5-drop one, is like close to $10. And the funny thing is, what you can do with this card is that you can also run the 7-drop Luffy combo, which is the 7-drop blocker that lets you play Straw Hats or film cards. Like, you could play the 7-drop Luffy, right? Do the combo, so like you play Brook and Nami or whatever, you play with it. Next turn you swing with him, restand him for 4 Dawn, and you still have a blocker, plus you got a swing off of him. So not bad. I mean, you could probably buy some more 7-drop Luffys, right? Because they're only like about $1. Let's see. Yeah, they're only $1 on as of right now for TCG Player. You could buy some more laws, but those are already expensive. already. So who knows if this deck does pop off, and the laws are probably going to be even more because there's more stuff to play in it, play with it. You could run. There's just so many things that has potential with it, right? Because it doesn't just state supernovas. It's a straw hat card, so it could be like any straw hat. The parallel, what's it called? The parallel leader goes for like over $200. So it's pretty interesting for the pricing, right? But it's mostly because it's from set 1. That's why it's pretty high in pricing. But if it becomes meta in some type of way, it'll go up even higher. Like as of right now, the parallel Luffy goes for $260. So even though it's not meta or it's not anything good, right, it still goes for a lot. But the cards around it that work with it can somewhat be worked with it. So try to buy some stuff right now, like that's cheap, right? Don't go all out because you never know if it is gonna pop off or not. You just buy to hopefully make it pop off, right? Or make it prepare for the price spike. It's always good to just get a playset of something super cheap. Like you could grab the $2 tournament promo Luffy. That's just cool to have. This character cannot be killed by battle or by strike attribute characters. You can also restand them with red green Luffy. Again, the Zoros, 3-drop Zoros. Why wouldn't you? Like all the Zoros you can use, like the Alabasta Zoro, and just I wish I could talk more about this subject as much as I did Blue Purple Croc, because I don't really see myself ever playing red green. Not until Odin comes out anyway. Like I've never played a red-green leader before, so it's really hard to like talk about and try to go fully in depth about stuff. But let's see, Rush Zoros right now, like just from the one from set 1. If you really care about the like where it originated from, Rush Zoros right now go for actually only $3. So. That's a pretty good steal to pick up right now. For only $3, you can get a playset of Zoros. Or you could just go for the one from Starter Deck 10, which is the one that came out with Law, Luffy, and Kid. That's only going out for like about $1. Starter Deck Zoros only 50 cents, right? What else is there? There's also the what's it called? The Alabasta Zoro. That's only like 20 cents. So like, just I don't know how to like word it. Like you could get some more film Zoros, which is the 4-drop 6k green vanilla card, and that works with the red green Luffy, because not only can you play him off of 7-drop Luffy, you can restand him for another 7k for another swing that's 7k, and he's only going for about 16 cents. So just like pick up some stuff you think will work with it, some stuff that is worth a little bit that might go up in price, like the gift collection super rare Zoro. That's the same thing as the starter deck Zoro. Just pick those up because those are only about like close to $10 or like $9, I think. So just look out, pretty much. Again, I really wish I could go in depth with this leader as much as I could with Blue Purple Crocodile, but there's just not really enough right now out to speculate. Again, because most of the stuff we're getting for Supernova support, that's red and green, mostly work with Law, or they aren't out yet. That's, you know, like the Cavendish and the Kid and Killer leader, the Kid and Killer character card. So Laws right now go for the 5-drop blocker Law. They go for $25. So it's gonna cost like about $100 just to get a full playset. You could also run the Restand Law, because Restand Law lets you restand a Supernova. So for 9 Dawn, you can swing 3 times with the card. So like say you have the 4-drop vanilla Zoro out, right? You swing with him, restand with leader, give him 7k, then you play 5-drop restand Law, swing again for 7k. So you have 3 swings with the Zoro for only 9 Dawn. So it counts the same amount as playing the actual Zoro 9-drop that lets you swing 3 times. So it just really depends on how things turn out in the future. Not to mention, since it's Supernova for the restand Law, you can restand any of your Zoros, any of your Luffys with that ability. So like you could restand the starter deck Zoro, because that's technically another 7k swing, and it'll be a 6k character on your opponent's turn. So like you could just, you know, it'll technically be an 8k swing actually, because if it's your turn and you swing with him with the Dawn on, that's a 7k. You restand him with Luffy, that's an 8k, and then you play restand Law, that's another 8k swing. So it just, again, as best as I can to speculate, right? It's the best I can do. Just buy what you think will go good with it. Again, like right now, 5-drop Walker Law is I'd say a pretty good steal because it's only like $25 for a card. So like it costs you like about 100 for a whole playset. Pretty much we're just getting an actual like themed supernova deck where you're just running a bunch of supernovas with this red-green Luffy. And we already know that most of the supernova staple cards are just very expensive, like the Law. I mean, it's pretty fair pricing right now for $25 a piece, but just I don't know, just look out for cards, right, and buy things you think will go up in price because of it. Of course, I'm not saying to buy like the signed 5-drop Luffy card that we got from OP05 from Oda himself, like where he signed the card, and that's like close to like over $1,000. I'm pretty sure, close to 2,000, if I'm not mistaken. If Red Green Luffy was actually had purple in him, you could actually run the 10-drop Gear 5 Luffy, but that'd be pretty overpowered. So, yeah. Pretty much just a quick video for this one. As much as I could go in depth with it, I wish I could with like I did with the other leader, but I can't really do that. But yeah, just a quick little video talking about it. Hopefully it gets you speculating and excited as I am for the leader, because I do like seeing underdog leaders rise up in the ranks and get more results and see more playtime, like how Kaido did, like how what else, like how, I don't know, some other leaders. But a good example is Kaido, where Kaido was a set 1 leader and he just started rising in the ranks because of all the support he got. It's just cool to see leaders like that get some more playtime. So that's going to be it for this video. I really wish I could explain more, but I don't want to just keep rambling on and talking out of my ass. So that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully it gets you speculating like I can about certain things about this card game.